I am so glad you are here. It's Liz, Megas Books and Herbs, and today is Stoned on Friday. So I have for you some jet. With enough pressure, this could become a diamond. But right now it's jet, a super light stone for its size. So the mass is low on this guy. Reach back to your 8th grade science classes. Super lightweight for what you think it's going to weigh for its size. It's a beautiful stone. It's sometimes been called black amber or witch's amber and has been compared to amber as one of those stones that is sacred and has a long history of being held in high regard by more than one society. These are the polished stones. This is capable of being faceted as well. This can be carved into something that looks faceted and will catch the light. It's absolutely gorgeous stone, and it's used mostly for dispelling anything harmful for you, any energies, energetics that are not healthy for you, even ones that are appropriate and part of who you are for the time being, things like grief. So if you're grieving the loss of a relationship, the loss of an actual person passing away, if you are grieving just the fact that you've had to move from one place to another, even if it's a positive move, it can be hard and you can feel a lot of grief. I know in my family lore is the idea that during the first year of living in this country, if my grandmother could have swum home with her kids, she would have crossed the ocean and not looked back. Because it takes time to grieve the loss of the things you don't expect to lose under those circumstances. And there's lots of ways that can happen in your life where you make a positive step, but it meant giving up something you didn't expect to have to give up. And it's not harmful, it's not a bad thing, but this part of it is tough. You got to remember when my mom got off a boat and her dad, who'd been here a little while, said, "Would you like a 7-Up?" Her and all of her little brothers looked up. There are cultural differences out there that we just don't even know are there until we experience what it's like to be somewhere else. And Jet is about helping you to let go of that kind of grief, that kind of sadness, even in positive times. So this is a beautiful stone to work with. It's thought to be very protective. It's supposed to bring safety in travel and just generally dispel negative energies. If you want to work with it, a jet necklace would be, or a bracelet would be a delightful way to work with it. You might even pick something up at an antique store or a store that specializes in collectibles that are not quite antiques yet. You could also set this in a crystal grid, in a pattern. That's all a crystal grid is. It's a pattern that you acknowledge exists and that you want the stones to communicate with each other on, whether that's a circle, whether that's a triangle, doesn't matter. You pick the shape that you think is important. It could be a flower of life. You draw a flower of life and you put a stone in every point where the lines overlap. You're home free. It's a beautiful way to work with stones because it's very visual representation and one you can play with over time. The stone also pairs really well with stones like amethyst, with stones like carnelian or citrine if you want to help bring some of the positive energy in and a little drive into your life. Jet pairs really nicely with angelite if you're mourning something that's passing. It's just a fabulous stone to play with. And I just love the fact that it feels so light. It so messes with your perceptions of what a stone should be. With that, this is Liz at Megas Books and Herbs at 2520 Central Avenue Northeast in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and at magisbooks.com. That's MAGUSBOOKS.com. And myself and the staff, we all thank you for all of your magic and all the magical things you do every day, including liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, and all of the watching, hanging out. We love it all. Blessed be.